Man, peace and blessing to the chosen, man. Drop a 7 in the comments if I'm coming through clearly. If you hear me good, drop that 7 in the comments. You see the title, man. Who is your God? Who you serving? Who is it or what is it that takes the most of your concentration, the most of your focus? What is it that make you feel alive? A lot of people don't understand that you always contending or thinking that God is just in the sky, in the heavens, beyond the firmament, and which is true, the one true God, the living power, the living creator, the one that made the earth, the heavens, the seas, the seal, the dirt, who put the stones in the ground, the one who every person that come out the womb and pass through the matrix of a woman, born into this earth, the organs already set in their body. The heart is to the left. They got the rib cage, they got the brain in their skull. They got the eardrum, styloid process, all these different things. He put that in your body. You ain't come off no factory line, man. You ain't come off no assembly line. So when I talk about God, and I know a lot of people don't use that word, don't use that term, but you got to understand from my seat, the audience is different. I'm not just talking to people who in the know. I'm talking about the people who need the information, who need to be edified, who need to be educated. So for anybody out there who don't understand being a fisherman or being a hunter, stay in your lane. This ain't for you. All right, but who is your God? Who is your power? Who is your authority? Who is your source? That's what we're going to talk about, because a lot of people, your God is your wife. Your God is your woman, man. That's for a lot of people. To a lot of people, your husband, your man, your boyfriend, your baby dad, that's your God. Because you're going to do whatever they say to please them. Anytime you thinking that that's the main thing that takes preeminence in your mind. Is money your God? Is your vehicle your God? Is sex your God? Is violence your God? Who is your God, man? Who is it that you serving? Who are you giving all your time to? That's what we're gonna talk about. Why y'all come on in here? Hey, Shalom, peace and blessing to y'all saints. Peace and blessing to y'all saints. While y'all getting on in here, I'm gonna share my screen and play this. Get a little music. Yeah. Let me share this for a little music while y'all come on in. Smash the like button as you come in. Ring the doorbell before you come in the house. Don't be rude. Don't be an intruder. I might shoot you. Ring the doorbell, man.
The juice.
2050 stage, sickos at the game, bro.
Still on a mission, still love to help, still listen. Still sending big cuz hot wing plates to the prison. Still don't know it all, still learning, still trying to get it. Still 100 battle pass, still trying to find a way to fix it. Still about the business, still a drop everything in an instant. Still fall short, so I'm still always asking for forgiveness. Still use ginger root to get a boot to the coming cold. Still walking angel, cause these demons still trying to steal my soul. Still praying dry, still pray before I put off in the ride. Still meditating on the trampoline, gazing in the skies. Still thank the Most High, I'm included in the 12 tribes. Still ask the Most High to have mercy on the 12 tribes. Still keep a backpack full of books everywhere I go, just in case I have to hit you with the word while I'm at the store. Still sit still like Isaiah 30 and 7. Still remember how I used to have a black tray 5'7". Still fight thoughts cause I still could snap and go off. Still hate that people think that reading the Bible make a man soft. Different day, new victims. Still hate the system, no justice. Still beat the fact that a lot of these judges corrupted. I'm still like a statue. No mime, no actor, no idol, no factor. This Torah gon' hack you. These demons, I slap them, then drag them, then rap them. Got powers from the master to cast them. How do you or a castle? And tools, how we travel. The bruise, it seemed that was shook like a rattle. The kingdom of these heathens is crumbling like crackers. From the 4th tribe, but it's 12, so I'm repping them. 5'9", but I'll cut the head off a Nephilim. Last Sabbath took my blood brother to the water. Celebrated drinking Morgan David out the bottle. Passed down the knowledge to my son and my daughter. I'm still chewed up and spit out, held back and kept down, lied to and lied on, stood up and let down. From all that I done suffered, ain't no way I can compare the pain. Nothing can stop me, I'm a hurricane. I'm still at it, I'm still at it, I'm still at it, I'm still at it. Putting in work to build a kingdom, I don't care about nothing else. I can't be stopped by anything, not even death. I'm still at it. 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 I'm still at it.
All praise to the Lord, man. I had a blast that day. It was in Atlanta, Georgia for the F3 Fringed Up Family Fest. That was last year, if I'm not mistaken. Sometimes I get my years confused. But it's going down again, family. It's going down again. It's going to be in Georgia, July 7th, 2024. Get your tickets, 3mg.com. All right, but aside from that, what I want to talk about again, family, if y'all just not coming in, peace and blessings to y'all. I pray that the week has not just been peaceable or blessed, but that it's been threshing and encouraging and pushing you towards the Most High. I pray that it's been increasing your power up in the Most High. Understand this, family. If we serving the Most High, we choosing to tote this banner to live a righteous life. It ain't gonna always be easy. We gonna continue and battle forces, battle demons of different sorts, and they gonna come in different forms. Sometimes they gonna come in the form of your family. Sometimes they gonna come in the form of a stranger. Other times they gonna come in the form of your friends. Man, it's gonna always be attack. We always at war. Stay on guard. All right, but within it, we got to pull out the lessons and take whatever it is that the Most High is showing us for the benefit of our soul to get into the kingdom. Yeah, it's gonna be scoffers. All right, yeah, it's gonna be people who constantly want to try to trip you up and find out what's wrong with you. These are the same people that they not really taking into consideration what the book's saying. They not really comprehending what the book's saying. Because if I gotta try to find out what's wrong with you, when the book then already told me everybody got an issue, something wrong. I'm focusing on the wrong thing. All right, so keep that in mind. But who is your God? Who is your power? Who is your authority? When you get mad, what do you revert to? When you get happy, what do you revert to in your mentality? When you get confused, where do you revert to in your mental? What is it that you lead with? What's the main thing that you present and want to show people and attach yourself to be known for? All right, so for a lot of people, for many people, that thing is money. For many people, the thing that drives them, that motivates them, who they seeking to please, is their spouse. For other people, that thing is, I have to dress a certain way. I got to drive a certain type of car. It's my career. So you might even end up in a disagreement with a person and you constantly blasting and throwing out, well, I do this for my job. This is what I do for my living. That's your God, man. These things that people put on Facebook is a lot of people's God. IG is a lot of people's God, because when you wake up, that's the first thing you're thinking about. You putting that before your children. You can't even fix and cook a meal for your children because you scrolling. You too busy trying to look on what's going on IG and Facebook. That's your God. Is the alcohol your God? Getting drunk, is that your God? Is the cocaine your God? Is the marijuana your God? Is these the things that you just can't live without it? You put it before your family. It'll cause you to disrespect somebody else. It'll cause you to undermine somebody else. Is that your God? Yeah, but so I'm laying it out clearly. If you don't know, my God, my power is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel while I'm speaking this English tongue. The one who made the sun, moon, and the star, man. The one who, when you die, you gonna go see him. You gonna have to stand before the throne, judgment day. Is it gonna be the lake of fire and brimstone, or is it gonna be the New Jerusalem? So you got so many people, and they don't care nothing about the Most High. So when I'm saying God, let me drop this in. I'm saying it loosely. Because there's many gods. Some of y'all worship Buddha. Again, some of y'all worship y'all spouses, man. Some of y'all worship the designer clothes. That's your God. So I'm saying the power that, but the Most High. When I say the Most High, I'm talking about it ain't nothing above him. It's no one or no thing above him. The Most High, the ceiling, the cap, the top, the pinnacle, if you want to. That's who I'm talking about. That's who I serve. So, but you got people who they want to use the Most High as, okay, I'm gonna live my life, I'm gonna sin, ignore him. But when I get in trouble, now I want to pray. Now I want to ask him to get me out this situation. Some of y'all owe him still to this day. You said, listen, if you get me out this situation, I promise I ain't gonna do it no more. If you get me out this situation, and then when he deliver you from this matter, he gets you out the situation, what you do? You ain't thinking about him no more. You go back to your original God, which is really, you only got two sources. You either serving him or you serving Satan. And the devil don't care if you worship him straight up or unknowingly. He don't care. Who is your God, man? All right, so let's open up, man. Let's open up with Exodus 20. Smash the like button as you come in. Don't be rude, man. Smash the like button, ring the doorbell before you come in the house. Don't come in here sitting all down like you ain't even spoke. Then say shalom, shalom, peace and blessing. What's up, cuz? What's up, king? You ain't say nothing. Come on, man. Intruder, you gotta meet the shooter. The intruders meet the shooter, man. Let's go to Exodus 20, though. So if this is your first time tuning in, my peace and blessing to you. I pray that you be edified. I pray that you be motivated. This is a channel that's for these end times, the latter days, and we dealing with spiritual warfare. That's what it's about, spiritual warfare. So if you coming on this channel and you looking to hear some crap, some bull crap, some mess, something that's nonsensical, something that's going to promote anything of the darkness, this is the wrong channel for you, fam. Go ahead, get up out of here. You ain't gonna hear that on here. If you want to hear about something or see some booty shaking, something that is gonna glorify something that's negative and wicked, this is the wrong channel, wrong spot for you, player. Get on up out of here. This ain't what you want to be. I ain't got no plate for you or nothing. But if you want to hear about some righteousness, you want to hear about something that's gonna deal with your soul, you want to hear about something that's really real, the real life, because when you die, that's when your life really begins. Everybody who dead, I don't care what, well, not everybody, but when people pass away, they give up the ghost. You're gonna be deceased longer than the time period that you lived. The people that died 1900 years ago, the man probably was 80 when he died. The sister probably was 55 when she died, but she been dead for 200 plus years. This is what I'm saying. So that's the lifestyle. That's the focus on this channel. If you with that, hey, smash the like button, take a seat. Let's get to it. Exodus 20. Who is your God, man? Who is your God? Because a lot of people saying, well, I don't care about God, the Most High, who y'all talking about from this Bible. But you don't see none of these Egyptologists and Kemet people coming out when these prophecies get to rolling out. They ain't talking about none of the hieroglyphs on the wall. I ain't heard none of them. Say, well, this is prophecy that you got these Iranians, the people in the land of Iran, rather, shooting this drone strike over here to the Jewish state, and they about to cause and bring in World War III. We at the brink of, you don't hear none of them talk. They ain't got no breakdowns or nothing for you on that. But when it come down to, well, the woman is God. They got all the information in the world for you to feed you some nonsense, to feed you something that's philosophy that's not true. All right, Exodus 20, man. This book got the prophecies in it, man. This got the keys and the cheat codes to life in it, man. Exodus 20, I'm going to start with verse 1. It says, and the Most High spake all these words, saying, I am the Most High, thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. When you read, please understand that reading is fundamental, but comprehension is key. Reading is fundamental, but comprehension is key. If you don't understand what's being said or why it's being said, you're going to have a convoluted understanding. So he's telling him, I'm the same God. I'm not these other false gods. I'm not these lesser gods, these who posing as me. I'm the same one that brought you out the iron house. I'm the same one that sent them 10 plagues on the people who had y'all in captivity and enslaved. This is what he's saying. He's giving you a distinction and distinguishment of who he is. Don't play with him. All right, say, I am the Most High thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods, small, everything lowercase, no other gods before me in my presence. Don't listen. Don't play with him. The God of iron, that's who some of the people worship. Jewelry is your God. You don't even feel human unless you got some jewelry on. That's your God. You feel less of a man if you don't have a vehicle or a job or a woman or dress this way, or your beard ain't cut, your hair. You feel, man, that your appearance is your God. These materials are your God. And none of these things gonna be able to benefit or profit you or save you in a day of calamity. Ain't none of this stuff, not even the skin you in, going with you when you die. That's gonna be buried in the grave if you see a grave to be buried in. Because if it pop off, we're probably gonna see a whole bunch of bodies scattered all throughout the streets in the cities. Understand that, man. So who is your God? If you ain't tapped in and linking in with the real, true and living God, man, it's that time, family. It's that time, Bo. All right, verse 4 says, thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image. So when you see this statue in Rio de Janeiro with Caesar Borgia with his arms out, and they saying, well, that's Christ. That's an idol. That ain't him. When you see these images plastered up in these churches with this pale person, that ain't the Most High, that ain't his son. That's an idol. That's a false god. I said, thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above. So people worshiping birds. Oh yeah, you got the secret. You got these folks who they worship the owl. This is what Bohemian Grove about. They got the giant owl out here in the woods, and they out here butt naked worshiping them, sacrificing babies and children. So in other words, if you don't know about these different gods, these deities, these focal points of worship, they attach with behaviors and lifestyles. So these folks worshiping the owl. You worshiping that creature that fly through the air. You got people worshiping the eagle. They worshiping the phoenix. They say out of the ashes, he gonna rise again. Man, you got all type of spirits running rampant, man. We got to link in, tap in, hunker down. If you fell off this week, you fell, okay. Man, get up, dust yourself out. Let's get back to it. We at war, baby. We at war, man. Let's get to it. All right, so it said, listen, thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image. That's a statue. Any form of, the small little depiction of it. Don't make no type of graven of anything, of any likeness of anything that is in heaven above or that is in the earth beneath. So they worship as well. They worship the dolphin. A lot of people worshiping the dolphin through the NFL. They say, man, that's my favorite team. You can't step outside without some type of apparel of this Miami Dolphins team on. That's your God. Your car decorated and flooded. You got all the history on the Dolphins. How many touchdowns they got? Who got traded? Who got injured? When did the new quarterback come in? Who was the new coach? You know all that information, but you don't know nothing about the true and living God. Shame on you. Shame on you. That's how a lot of people. LeBron is your God, man. You ready to get the fighting about the stats that LeBron got? Stephen Curry is your God. You a fool for that. I'm telling you straight up. That's foolishness. I'm talking to the hardheads, the rebels, and the stiffnecks tonight, man. That's who I'm talking to. Who is your God, man? I said, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Other men is your God. Joe Biden is a lot of y'all's God. I seen dude was way across the water. He's somewhere like he in Sri Lanka or Saudi Arabia. The man had a shrine of Donald Trump, y'all. Plenty pictures of Donald Trump. He is in a cave, worshiping the man, worshiping the pictures of Donald Trump. This the world that we living in. So all these things we saying, who is your God and how do we know that you serve the true and living God? We're going to get that out the book too. Because you got the folks going to church on Sunday, they going to get up early in the morning tomorrow. And guess what? They gonna think that they worshiping the true and living God. Whole time they worshiping an idol. Whole time they giving a glory and honor to Satan in a different form. It said, don't marvel at the fact that Satan be transformed to an angel of light. So some of y'all people thinking that these is prophets. You thinking that this is somebody who really called and anointed by the Most High whole time, man. This dude been anointed by Satan, man. Because he ain't in there telling these people, man, we finna agree to go to war. He ain't in there telling these folks, man, listen, if we die in our sin, we going to the lake of fire. If we die unrepentant, you going to the lake of fire. You been meeting that man on the Kroger's lot on the other side of town, knowing you married. You die in that lifestyle, you going to hell. You gonna burn if you don't repent. I'm trying to tell you what's going on. Let's go to Philippians. Let's go to Philippians. Let's go to Philippians, man. Too many people be playing with the Most High. And you know why they be playing? Because the servants of the Most High feel like we supposed to be candy and soft all the time. I'm going to talk about it if the Most High allow it. If we understand it, like I like adventure. I like adventure and I like stories and journeys. I like to see the battle of good and evil, even in movies. So if you paying attention to the movie, you see the evil doer, the bad guy, the villain. Man, dude be training. He cold. Hey, listen, he gonna come with an army, he gonna kill. But the hero gotta throw hands with him. The hero got a sword. The hero might have to kill his henchmen. So I'm saying that to say, if we're going to live a righteous life, man, I'm not telling nobody to kill, but I'm saying you're going to have some type of lethal mindset, and you're going to have that don't play in you, man. Don't play with me. When it comes to this, don't play with, are you a demon? You on demon time? Okay, I'm a demon slayer. Let's get to it then. Talking about, so I'm finna pray. I'm not finna pray for no demon, man. I'm not finna pray for nobody who talking about they on demon time. You want demon time? If the clock stop, may you fry. If you ain't repentant behind it, you want demon time? When that clock stop, man, I pray you. I want you to fry behind it. You making your decision, and this is what we got to come to the understanding tonight, too, family. The people around you, your family, your friends and strangers, everybody, consciously or every day, they making a decision on who they serve. They not factoring in saying that when I make this ungodly post, is it going to offend such and such? Is this going to really, and some of them, they saying, well, I'm going to make this post to offend such and such. I want to offend Paisley or whoever, whoever y'all who tuning in. I want to offend them. So why is it that you seeking a certain amount, you processing and you concerned about a demon's feelings? You concerned how they gonna take, man, I'm beyond that point. You chose who you serve. You chose to be on that side with Satan. Well, listen, you are enemy to me. I don't care nothing about you, family or not, bloodline. Listen, we related, but we not family. That's what it is with a lot of people. Matthew 12:50 said, who is my brother, my sister, or my mother, but them that do the will of my Father? Man, we in an hour where so much stuff been going on, it's constantly unraveling and unfolding. What time do I have to play about it? We ain't got that time to seriously be trying to convince nobody with all this information constantly, continuously flooding out. They got enough in them to go and research, like I said, what's the stats of LeBron James. They gonna come out and they gonna focus on the beef, the rap battle with J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. They gonna hurry up and go run it. Oh, look at what Diddy doing. They gonna find all that information out. But they not gonna take no time to get in this book and say, well, what is the true and living power saying? What is he talking? They gonna hear somebody say, well, this book is a white man's book, and they ain't gonna do no research behind it. They gonna believe that. But if I come to him and say, man, LeBron, no, he did not score 34 points in that last game. Man, no, you crazy. They're going to be ready to fight me. They're going to go Google that. Some kind of way, them folk going to find an East Bay book and go pull up his stats. I don't know how he did it. Bro, where did you get that website from that shows all the stats of the players from since then? They're going to do that, though. So when you see people moving like that, the same submission it took for you to go to the Most High and yield to him, man, it's going to take the same thing for the next person. Don't be fooled. Sometimes we out here trying to teach and preach to goats and thinking they sheep, man. This person don't belong to the master. They don't want nothing to do with the master. Day in and day out, I'm striving for the kingdom, man. Even in my failures, I'm striving for the kingdom, man. So when you see somebody that ain't got their mindset, listen, you ain't got to condemn them. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying mark them and put them in their place. You ain't on this side of the warfield. I don't see you shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow with me going against these demons. You on the side rooting with them and saying that you one of them. Maybe you will convert later on. I don't know, but I'm not the one finna invest my time in trying to figure that out. Philippians, man. Philippians, family. Philippians 3. Verse 18, man. Who is your God, man? Who is your God? Philippians chapter 3. Let's see, I'm going to hit 17 first. It says, brethren, be followers together of me. Not me, not Paisley, because I'm only following the footsteps of Christ. It says, and mark them which walk so as ye have us for an instant. All praises to the Most High. So just like you can mark the other person, man, I see, bro. I see, sir. They for real. Just like you can do that for somebody who's striving to live a godly life, you can do that with the people who live in a wicked life. I see them. I heard what dude said. Dude literally just said he hate the Most High. Man, I'm not finna play and joke around with that. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speak. Man, you saying what's in you, bro. I'm not finna crack no joke like that at no time. I see who you is. Leave him where he mark him. I know who you is. When the war go down, I know you might be at my door. You might be calling them folks saying, Paisley was over here saying he was an Israelite, he worshiped, he got the battle. You trying to get me to get decapitated. You that same one. I'm watching you. Don't be fooled, man. We not in that hour, family. We not in that hour. We cannot be the same Israelites that we was 2 and 3 years ago, 5 years ago. You still moving the same way, whatever. You supposed to be growing, and you can't be the same way every day. Nature itself teaches you that. The earth go through 4 seasons. It's cold. And then we get the mid type of weather, spring. I love it. Then we get the fall. Then we get the summer. And guess what? Within this, to some people, nature is their God. To a lot of the covens and the witches, a lot of these warlocks, nature is their God, man. They out here worshiping the sun and the moon. They worshiping the wind and the stars. They worshiping the trees. Oh, she out there literally worshiping the ocean. She worshiping the water. This what's going on. So just because it ain't on your mind, don't think it ain't on theirs. Just because you're not aware of it, don't think that it ain't real. All right, Philippians chapter 3, verse 18, man, it says, for many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of Christ. So you got some, they walking, they look like they with it, but they not really with Christ, man. They not with Hamashiach. They not with the Savior. You got so many people I believe in about it, but when they found out that the book is talking about melanated brown people, Christ looked like me and you, oh man, they no longer believe in about. They no longer, they can't accept that. This what's going on. Verse 19, whose end is destruction, whose God is their belly. So you got some people, food is their God. They appetite, they listen, they will cross you out for their chicken wing. If it come down to it, man, they gonna sell you out for that waffle, man. Might be funny, but it's real, is what I'm trying to tell you. They gonna throw you on the back burner for their food, bro. If the heat get turned on, them folk gonna listen, they gonna turn to cannibals on their children. They will eat their spouse. They will literally kill, cook, and eat their spouse. Kill, cook, and consume their own loved one. Because they want to feed their appetite, their belly. I'm gonna read it again. Philippians 3 and 19, if you just not got in here. It says, whose end is destruction. Don't let that go over your head. If your God is anything but the true and living God, man, destruction gonna be your end. Whose God is their belly, and whose glory is in their shame, who mind earthly things. So these people, all they can focus on is what's before them. All that they can touch. But I pose the question yet again. If the spirit realm ain't real, what material are thoughts made of? What material are thoughts made of? Somebody answer my question, man. What material is a voice made of if the spiritual realm ain't real? And then it's so cold, the Most High is so awesome. And that ain't even a word. If you can't believe nothing I've said or nobody in the world has ever said, within yourself, you got thoughts. And you know they're present with, I can't see them. I can't hold them. I can't touch them. But you know that they exist without seeing them. So how is it that some can say, well, God ain't real, the Most High ain't real, I ain't never seen him. He ain't never spoke to me, but you the same clown that'll say money talk. And a dollar bill ain't part of his lips not one time. Say, whose end is destruction, man? Who is your God? Who you serving? 2 Timothy, man. 2 Timothy. I'm trying to tell y'all saints, man, y'all better wake up and get, man, you better turn it up. This ain't the hour, man. These folks out here going, these folks doing any and everything they big enough and bold enough to do in wickedness, in the name of the devil. Man, this ain't, we supposed to be the soldiers, and that's what I want with me. I gotta have with me. Because that's what I'm on. I'm not playing with no devil or no demon of no sort, male or female. 2 Timothy 3, man. I'm going to start with verse 1. It says, this know also, that in the last days, that's what we get, perilous times shall come. So you got the system working to make the people homeless. You got the system working to bring in the disparity, the hopelessness. They want the violence. It's on a dollar bill, and you with correctives. Nouveau ordos clurum. Out of order, out of chaos. That's what it translates to. So they want the chaos so that they can say, well, now we know how to contain and control the people. Follow our way. That's what they want. All right, but you ain't going to get that information and understanding in these other places. Verse 2 says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves. You, your God. You looking in the mirror day in and day out. You can't walk past the mirror without stopping. You can't do nothing without taking a picture of yourself. Lovers of their own selves. Covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers. Like I seen K. Michelle. Didn't even click on it, but I saw the caption. She say, I think something wrong with the Bible because people should be able to be gay if that's what they feel. Blasphemers. We're going to have a whole message on it. Most High say the same thing. Disobedient to parents. Unthankful. Unholy. Without natural affection. Truce breakers. False accusers. Incontinent. Can't even control yourself. That's what they mean. Fierce. Despisers of those that are good. Traitors. Heady. High-minded. Lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. So now I'm going back to that point. Is sex your God? This is what you will do anything for. You worship that. That's the only thing processing through your mind. You can't even think straight. Man, that's a spirit, man. That's a demon, man. You can't control it. That's a demon. Don't care. It'll cause you to be disloyal. You don't care where you get it from or how you get it. Pleasure. You want the pleasure. That's what you want. Not understanding, you keep on to that path. Listen, my friend, let me get it. Let me get it. I'm in Sirach, out the Apocrypha. Go get you one if you ain't got it. Ecclesiastes chapter 23, verse 16. So the lunch pad is lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. Watch this though. Sirach 23, verse 16 says, two sorts of men multiply sin, and the third will bring wrath. A hot man is as a burning fire. It will never be quenched till it be consumed. Watch this. A fornicator in a body of his flesh will never cease till he have kindled a fire. So you're going to keep on going and catching bodies and laying down with any and everybody, creating these soul ties with any and everybody till you catch that disease. You ain't going to stop till you get chlamydia. And then you're going to still keep going. You ain't going to stop till you get syphilis. Then you're going to keep going. You ain't going to stop till you get AIDS. Then you're going to, listen, now you might stop. Said till that fire get kindled in your body. Till you get something that you can't get rid of. Till you get something that you're ashamed of. But why? Because you was putting that pleasure before the Most High. That was your God. Let me open my legs or let me go lay between some. And look where it lead to. Man, who is your God, man? I'm going to keep saying it. Let's go to Romans 1. Romans 1. Romans chapter 1, man. You got Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, and then Romans. Romans chapter 1. All right. Romans chapter 1, verse 28. It says, hold on. I think I want to go back. Let's go back, man. Yeah, I think I do. Man, God dog, I'm steady. I'm going to start with 18, fam. I'm going to start at Romans 1 and 18. It says, for the wrath of the Most High is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness, because that which may be known of the Most High is manifest in them, for God has showed it unto them. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. You can't tell me God ain't real when you got a bundle of different trees for acres and miles as I'm traveling on the road. Who put these trees in the ground, man? Who planted these different trees? Man, who is it that put that seal in the water? Who put that fish in the water where he breathed water? If I stay in it too long, trying to hope I die, but he breathed it. Who is it that created these things, man? It ain't nobody on no ladder going in the sky, putting the sun in the firmament every day. Who is it that's causing and commanding that sun to shine like that? Who is it that caused that moon to change phases and go through the different portals and gates in the sky like that? You telling me something, man? Man, you out your mind. Listen, you must got a zit for a brain. I don't know what's in your skull. All right, but it said he's understood him. You know him to be true by creation. You know him to be true. Listen where you come from. Where we were born, how we become living, breathing, mobile vessels in this realm. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, come on, man. What God is you serving? The one I serve is beyond mighty. Is your gang your God while I'm at it? Some people throwing up the gangs. What, Crip your God? Vice Lord is your God? GD? Man, who is your God, man? So you're going to be without excuse, though. Verse 21, because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God. Neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. Yeah, you know all these things and breakdowns. You done studied yourself out the scriptures. You done studied nature so much now you don't even believe in the one and true living God. You talking about he's a collection of beings. You talking about God is a woman. I'm God. You done came to the point where you saying you God. Nigga, you want child support. How is you God? Get yourself off child support then, God. You don't even know how to fix your car. You don't even know how to change a tire. How is you God? Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to corruptible man, and to birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things. He the one made all that. Wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. So he a gangster, he a shooter, but guess what? Behind the scenes, he feeling on his partner. He went to jail and he bragging about his jail time, but when he was in jail, he running up in another man. He let another man run up in him and come home and bring a disease to that sister. Wicked, you wicked, demonic. But guess what? The true and living power ain't gonna lead you to do nothing like that. So who is your God then? Who changed the truth of God into a lie? These false pastors. These pastors who the money is they God. They gonna sell you out. They gonna tell you a lie long as you pay them tithes. Long as you come to church on Sunday. Long as you put a little something in his pocket, he gonna tell you what you want to hear. Man, the Most High said, get these folks the truth, man. Let these folks know what's really going on. Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worshiped and served the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. So you serving and loving and putting your wife before you putting God. You putting your husband before you put the Most High. You putting your children before you put the Most High. He gave you all that. You putting your job before the Most High. Man, if you die at work today, man, them folk gonna hire somebody else. They're gonna hire somebody else to be in your position. Your car ain't going with you. Your jewelry ain't going with you. Your radio not going with you. Your collection of all your old school music is not going with you. Your antique collection of all your little comic books, it ain't going with you. Your rifle, your gun collection, it ain't going with you. Nigga, your children ain't going with you. You gonna die at a separate time that your spouse died. Y'all ain't even going together. Even if you go together holding hands, guess what? It ain't gonna be the same experience, man. Who changed the truth of the Most High to a lie? The Roman Catholic Church. Talking about they priests come in and confess your sin. They pedophiles, man. Verse 26 says, for this cause, God gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. Because you don't want to deal with the Most High. Okay, Michelle? Because you dyking. I'm going to give you over to that. See, that's the problem. People think that the Most High is just somebody who's going to come begging them. Man, he don't need us. They done changed the truth of God into a lie. Think that he's somebody to play with. Man, the Most High will kill you and your family. But he impart mercy and grace every day, giving us a chance to get it right. Giving you a chance to hear what you're hearing right now. You go to jail, now you want to pray. You catch that disease, now you want to pray. They talking about evicting you and taking your house from you. Now you want to pray. Where was that same energy when everything was going well, man? He gave you life on these other days too. Not just when something going wrong and bad. Verse 27 says, and likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another. So now you got faggots, man, homosexuals, gay men, because you don't want to serve the true and living God. Now you got feelings for your partner. Now you looking at this other man with a full beard like you, hard leg. Matter of fact, you shaving your beard off so your face can be smooth. Now you cross-dressing. Man, the true and living God ain't with it. I don't know what pastor you listening to who told you, come to church as you are. You can be a dyke. You can be a butch. You can be a femme. You can be a transgender. And he still love you. Man, they lying to you, man. The Most High didn't stamp that. He ain't with it. He don't approve of it. You die in that lifestyle, you're going to burn in hell, man. Verse 27, and likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burnt in their lust one toward another. Men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meet. You get what you deserve. You're going to keep ignoring the Most High? You're going to keep saying, rejecting him, hitting counsel when he calling? Okay, so when he stopped calling and leave you in danger, when he give you over to that addiction to crack cocaine, when you can't shake that addiction of that K2 and that spice, listen, that's your fault. Don't get mad at him. That's your fault. You chose evil, and you're going to get evil behind it. Verse 28, this is what we get to. And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, you don't want to hear nothing about God. You don't want to hear nothing about the Most High. You don't want to hear nothing about truth. All you want to hear is what's going on with Lil Uzi Vert, what's going on with the trial with Young Thug. You want to hear some evil. All you want to hear is some bull crap, man. That's all you want to hear. Anytime somebody bring up God, you're like, I don't want to hear that. Okay, keep that in mind. But he said, and even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. A reprobate mind is that you void of judgment. You don't even consider what's going to happen, the consequences that come behind this. This is why a person will say, yeah, well, let me tone it down. I almost went somewhere else with it. I know it's through children, but listen. These same people don't want to know nothing about the Most High. They don't want to have that information because it convicts them. Because then it's a reminder that they doing evil. That they on a path of wickedness and they want to be wicked. What wicked does, wicked get though. Remember that. What wicked does, wicked get. Man, let's go to First Esdras. I'm back in the Apocrypha. Going back in that book right there. First Esdras, man. Who is your God? Who is your God, man? If it ain't the true and living God, you got to weigh it up, man. When you die, is whatever you putting at the preeminence of it, how is that going to help you? Is it going to benefit you? You know who you serve. Like I said, what do you revert to when you get mad, when you get happy, when you get sad? What mentality do you go into? What do you start to think about? First Esdras chapter 4, man. If you got this red Apocrypha, we're going to be on page 4. First Esdras chapter 4, verse 25. It says, wherefore, hold on. Let me give you a little background. So at this point, it's a certain competition. The king to say, listen, man, let's see who is the wisest. Each person, you're going to have 3 people that's going to present what they feel like is the main thing that's driven of humanity. And whoever makes the most valid point that's right, I'm going to bless them. I'm going to call him my cousin as the king, and we pretty much going to honor them. So he had 3 men to go. One person said one thing, the other person, and this is the third person right here. So First Esdras chapter 4, verse 25, it says, wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sake. Why am I going here? Because to a lot of y'all, women is y'all God, man. That woman is your God. You're going to do whatever she say, however she say, whenever she say, wherever she say, wherever she say. Of course, the woman is beautiful. Yes, we love them. All praise to the Most High that he created. The Most High said it wasn't good for a man to be alone. So then he created women, but he did create them to be the point of worship. Men that went crazy out of their mind. You done lost your mind because you got this woman. You putting this woman before the one who made her. You loving the creature more than the creator. This the same woman who this is fallible. She gonna let you down. This same creation will let you down, man. Some of y'all worshiping these women, and these are the same women that sent you to jail. Same with them put stuff in your food. Some don't give you no respect or honor. Who go out and shame you through her actions, embarrassing you all in the other type of men face. Even in other women face, laying down with other women and men. And this the same one you saying this your God. This who you put all your trust, energy, and your focus in. You putting that woman before the Most High. You putting that before the Most High. Now salute to all the real sisters. Any man coming to you like, man, you like, bro, you tripping. You must got a zit for a brain. Don't put me before the Most, man. Go find the Father. But this was going on. Verse 26 says, yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sake. So to some of these folk, the woman is their God, man. Verse 27. Many also have perished, have erred and sinned for women. You done that for that woman. You done turned your back on the Most High for this female. But guess what? She ain't gonna do the same thing for you. It's crazy, bro. But who is your God? Who is your God? People falling different states. You finna lose her. Okay, now she ready to walk out. You ready to pray now. I seen this. She ready to leave you. Now you want to look for God. Then when you get her back, now you turn your back on the Most High again. You gotta pay for that. You gotta pay for that, sir. All right. Let's go to 1 Corinthians. I ain't gonna be too long tonight, man. Smash the like button if you ain't smashed it. Share this video, man. We at war. Put this in somebody's eardrum. Put it in an algorithm. Somebody need to hear it. I can guarantee you that. If you feel like you needed to hear this tonight, man, somebody else. If it's one, it's many. 1 Corinthians 8, verse 4. It says, as concerning therefore the eating of those things that are offered in sacrifice unto idols. We know that an idol is nothing in the world. We know this. And that there is none other power but one. None other God but one. We know this. We know that chain, that Kaaba stone is an idol. Ain't no power in it. We know that cross that dude wearing ain't going to save him from hellfire. We know those rosary beads that she wearing around her neck ain't got no power and authority in it. We know that. Because reading is fundamental, but comprehension is key. Remember that. All right, verse 5 says, for though there be that are called gods, you got rappers and celebrities calling themselves gods. If you don't know, listen, when we go into the books, they call stars. What else is called stars? A lot of these angels is called stars. Fallen angels. And these angels, the fallen, want to be worshipped as gods, man. All praise to the Most High. The water for the Hebrew is queen. Anything that's given and sent this way, may the Most High bless you as you bless us. All right, but going back to verse 5, for though there be that are called gods, whether in heaven, where we started, Exodus 20, don't make nothing, no graven image of nothing that's in the heavens above, the waters beneath or in the earth. For though there be that are called gods, whether in heaven or in earth, as there be gods many and lords many. This is why you got to make that. This is what I'm saying, the Most High. This is why I lead in saying, man, the creator of the heavens and the earth, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The same reason why we started saying, I'm the God that delivered you out of Egypt, the house of bondage. Separating himself, sanctifying himself from these false deities, man. Because one would say, well, Lord, Lord, but who is you talking about? Who you talking about, Lord Farquhar? Who you talking about? Lord Infamous? Who you talking about? Got to be distinguished. All right. So verse 6 says, but to us there is but one God. It's only one power. All right. The Father, of whom are all things, and we in him. And one Lord or Master, Yeshua HaMashiach, by whom are all things, and we by him. All right. So verse 7 says, howbeit there is not in every man that knowledge. So we don't understand it. It's people that, this is why I'm saying God instead of the Most High the entire time. I'm not trying to please men, but I'm fishing. You got to understand it. Everybody don't know the same language that you know. I'm not just talking to y'all that know. I'm trying to reach the ones who don't know. Ain't that the goal? Y'all don't need no physician if you know what I'm talking about. Verse 7, howbeit there is not in every man that knowledge, for some with conscience of the idol, unto this hour eat it as a thing offered unto an idol, and their conscience being weak is defiled. All right, let's go to 2 Corinthians, man. 2 Corinthians. Flip right over. 2 Corinthians 4. 2 Corinthians 4 or 4, however you say it. Second Corinthians. Second Corinthians chapter 4, verse 3 says, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, and whom the God of this world, have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Christ, who is the image of God, should shine unto them. So who is the God of this world? Now we know the Most High created the earth, the heavens, the seas, everything. We know that. But how the world is being ran right now and who people are giving their praise and glory to, listen, the most of the people ain't glorifying the true and living power. They want the sin. They want the evil. They want the wickedness. They literally saying they demons and they on demon time. We went from saying, oh, we goons, which is a stupid person. You went from saying you a goon or a gangster to literally saying you a demon. You literally saying you worship. You are a henchman and a vessel used by Satan. Okay. All right, so the God of this world. Who are you serving, man? Let's go to Jonah, man. Jonah. I'm almost done. Jonah. Let's go to Jonah. Let's go to the book of Jonah. Let's get there. Hold up. It's Joel. It's Hosea. Let's get Jonah. Give me a second. There we go. Jonah 1. Jonah chapter 1. I'm going to start with 1. I'm going to start with verse 1. It says, now the word of the Most High came unto Jonah the son of Amittai, saying, arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and cry against it, for their wickedness is come up before me. But Jonah rose up for, hold on, let me start right there. A lot of these preachers and pastors they ain't crying out against no wickedness. They saying, this is your year. This is your year. Come on. I heard right now somebody in the audience can contribute $50. The Lord just spoke to me. He said somebody can donate another $1,000. Call in if you want to get your prayer cloth. They $50. We got $500 prayer cloths. This how these folk coming, man. I'm laughing, but look, this how these folk coming. They not preaching against no wickedness. They encouraging it. Verse 3 says, but Jonah rose up to flee unto Tarshish from the presence of the Most High, and went down to Joppa, and he found a ship going to Tarshish. So he paid the fare thereof and went down into it to go with them unto Tarshish from the presence of the Most High. He trying to run. You know what I'm saying? And if you listening to this and you convicted by this message, you might be that person trying to run. I tried to run from the Most High, man. I tried to do something different from what he called me to do. I know this to be a fact. And ain't nothing going to work out in your favor. You're going to always end up miserable, disappointed, and let down if you're doing it. You got to submit, man. You got to submit to the true and living God. The drugs ain't going to help you with the peace, because every time you go smoke to get high or get drunk to escape being sober, man, those same problems waiting for you when you sober up, man. You don't take none of those substances to fix the issue. You just look above them. You just take your mind off them. And soon you sober up, guess what? They waiting on you, looking at you, dead in your face. You laying down catching body after body, dealing with person after person, trying to find some peace, trying to feel fulfilled, and you got this empty void, trying to feel like you worth something. You already convinced yourself that you're not worth nothing. Whole time you worth everything, man. Submit to the true and living God. Submit to the true and living power. This is what I'm telling you. If you don't do it, Brian, your end gonna be destruction. And he ain't gonna keep on knocking and patting you on your back and being peaceable and graceful with you. Grace run out, man. Verse 4 says, but the Most High sent out a great wind into the sea, and there was a mighty tempest in the sea, so that the ship was like to be broken. The Most High finna destroy something, because you trying to run. Let me see. Yes, indeed. Yes, I'm going to read all the way through. Let me read all the way through this one. Verse 5 says, then the mariners were afraid and cried every man unto his God. Every person right here said, every man cried out to their God. They're like, man, it's a storm, man. This storm got us shook, man. We probably finna die. This is what the mindset is of these men. Continuing on. And cast forth the words that were in the ship into the sea, to lighten it of them. But Jonah was gone down into the sides of the ship, and he lay and was fast asleep. So they on this ship, this storm come, this storm is terrible. Got them so shook that like, man, we need to throw some of this stuff out the ship, because man, this might end up causing us to, die or suffer even worse. Jonah down there in the ship, sleep though, tapped out. He ain't even bothered by it. Verse 6, so the shipmaster came to him and said unto him, what meanest thou, O sleeper? Like, man, what you doing sleep, bro? Don't you know what's going on? He said, arise, call upon thy God, if so be that God will think upon us that we perish not. They didn't call on their gods, ain't none changed. Look, watch how Jonah responded. And they said, everyone to his fellow, come and let us cast lots, that we may know for whose cause this evil is upon us. So they cast lots, and the lot fell upon Jonah. Then said they unto him, tell us, we pray thee, for whose cause this evil is upon us. What is thy occupation? And whence comest thou? What is thy country? And of what people are thou? They're trying to find out, bro, who is you? Bro, what kind of job you got? What ethnic race and group of people you come from, bro? Verse 9. And he said unto them, I am an Hebrew. I'm a Hebrew, man. This is what he let them know, man. I'm a Hebrew. I come from the chosen people, or the one who made everything. Yeah, he made all races, but he chose my people to be close to him. Did what Jonah let them know, man. I'm a Hebrew, and so am I. And so are you if you come from them slave ships. So are you if your title is so-called African American, Negro. It says, and I fear the Most High, the power of heaven, which have made the sea and the dry land. See, these devils ain't making no seas and land, man. They might be on them. They might pose with pictures and do something to influence them, but they ain't creating them. It says, then were the men exceedingly afraid and said unto him, why hast thou done this? For the men knew that he fled from the presence of the Most High, because he had told them, man, I'm running from the Most High, bro. This is why this storm that came on us. Then said they unto him, what shall we do unto thee, that the sea may be calm unto us? For the sea wrought and was tempestuous. And he said unto them, take me up and cast me forth into the sea. So shall the sea be calm unto you. For I know that for my sake this great tempest is upon you. And for a lot of people, because you ain't serving the Most High, because you putting that woman before the Most High, because you putting your job before the Most High, because you putting your children before the Most High, that money coming before the Most High, all that, guess what? That's why you got all that trouble around you. That's why your family going through all that trouble right now. Because you running from the living power. You running from the real God. You putting all these other things before him, and you got other people in situations because of you doing wrong. Because you disobeying. You supposed to be the head of the household. Got everybody suffering. Got it. People who ain't got nothing to even do with the matter. They suffering because you playing. But watch this blessing in it though. Check this out. Check this out. Here go a blessing in it. Watch this. It says, verse 14, wherefore they cried unto the Most High. Now these the dudes now. They ain't serving the God of the Hebrews. They not serving the God of the Israelites. Said, wherefore they cried unto the Lord and said, we beseech thee, O Lord. We beseech thee, let us not perish for this man's life. And lay not upon us innocent blood. For thou, O Lord, hast done it as it pleased thee. So these dudes, now they didn't convert. They ain't calling on their gods no more. They calling on the true and living power. And leading forth to say, Father, well, we finna go and dump dude off the side. But have mercy on us. We don't want no blood on our hands that we killed dude. Dude said, in order for this storm to stop, we trying to make it back to our family too. We got to throw him off the side. So even through that, so if you submit, man, you know, those people could potentially convert and come to the Father. So even in there, let me lay it down as well. It's not 100% contingent on you that a person change their ways. Be a light as long as you can, but other people got to make their conscious decision too. They got to recognize that too, that they serving the wrong God. But guess what? If you submit, a lot of them gonna see that light. A lot of them will see that light and they'll do the same thing. And then you're gonna have others that's not. They're gonna say, yeah, I know that the Most High is real because dude just told me something that I never told him. How else would he know it? She just did something that I never knew could happen. How could it be done? And even after that, even with that experience, them folks still gonna choose Satan because they love pleasures more than they love God. Let me see if I want some more on this. I'm gonna continue. I got a couple more verses. I'm gonna finish this chapter. All right, verse 15. So they took up Jonah and cast him forth into the sea, and the sea ceased from her raging. Then the men feared the Most High exceedingly, and offered a sacrifice unto the Most High, and made vows. All praise to the Most High. Now the Most High had prepared a great fish to swallow up Jonah, and Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights. All right, and we know that links into what Christ said. Just as Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights, so shall the Son of Man be in the heart of the earth 3 days and 3 nights. And I'm saying that to say because idolatry come in with Easter. Who is your God? Ashtaroth. The word Easter comes from Ishtar, which comes from Ashtaroth, the queen mother of heaven. Idol. Who is your God? Got people engaging out, you don't even know. You don't even know who you serving. You don't even know what you worshiping. Because you ain't took the time to even go and research. Where did this stuff even start from? Because pleasure is your God. Fun is your God. False peace is your God. I just want to be around my family. Oh, well, it's Christmas time. I want to go kick it with my family. But soon Christmas passed. Now you talking bad about Uncle Joe now. You left the Christmas party speaking ill about your cousin and auntie. Man, the dressing was super nasty. That's why I don't never want her coming to my house. I knew I should have never came. All this type of stuff. At what point you gonna get to, man, are you tired yet? You really should be beyond exhausted at the point that you in. You ain't done and tired of dealing with these same demons and spirits and going through the same thing, man. You still ain't submitted yet. Now let's go to Exodus 23. Exodus 23, man. Exodus 23, man. Who is your God? Who is your God, man? The devil don't care if you worship him knowingly or unknowingly. Long as you don't worship the true and living power. That's his goal. Exodus 23, verse 1 says, And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feast of the Most High, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, even these are my feasts. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Most High in all your dwellings. Notice how the Creator said, listen, I got feast days. So I just got through talking about Easter and Christmas. What is those ain't got nothing to do with the true and living God. Your cousin that's a pastor ain't gonna tell you nothing about the Feast of Tabernacles. I ain't gonna tell you nothing about the memorial blowing of trumpets. The Day of Atonement, he ain't gonna tell you nothing about that. But they're gonna set up their idol, their Christmas tree, right there in front of the church and in the church. On his desk is one in his Mercedes Benz. So the devil got days of feasting too. Don't you know it's something called the Black Sabbath? The other end of the spectrum was Satanists. They got a Sabbath too. Did you know that? Who are you serving though? So we going because he says 6 days you're gonna work. Say he got the Sabbath. All right, now let's go to Exodus 31. Exodus 31. Exodus 31, verse 12. Exodus 31, verse 12. It says, And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, Speak thou also unto the children of Israel, saying, Verily my Sabbaths ye shall keep, for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that ye may know that I am the Most High that do sanctify you. So if you got a God that's telling you don't separate, don't sanctify, don't celebrate, don't keep, don't remember the Sabbath, that ain't the true and living God, family. He said this gonna be a sign between me and you, that from his heavenly throne he looked down on the earth on that 7th day. Well, you keeping us, he said, oh yeah, that's one of mine right there. That household belong to me right there. But if it ain't that, listen, his sign ain't on them. This is the importance of the feast days and the regular interval Sabbath and Shabbats. Don't let nobody trick you out of there, man. Who is your God? All right, so is your God your wife, your woman? Is your God your man, your husband, your spouse, your boyfriend, your baby daddy? Is your God your children? Is it money? Is it the feeling of fulfilling balance? Catching a body? Who is your God? I serve the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. The one who, even right now, We head into this time where once World War III kick off, and then we going into these different other times of different prophecies being fulfilled, where we gonna have to be killed and beheaded. You're gonna be faced with the decision whether to denounce Christ or be killed. That's coming too. Will we be alive in that time? I know not, but it's coming. That's all I got, family. I pray that the word was edifying, man. I definitely pray some kind of yokes, strongholds was destroyed. Pray these demons got kicked all up in there. You finish the statement. Oh, and man, we won up on Satan with this one for sure. Any questions or comments or concerns, man, before we close out? Any questions, comments, or concerns before we close out? Questions, comments, or concerns before we close out? Peace and blessings to the chosen. Everybody who tuning in, everybody will tune in. Yes, indeed. We still at it. We still at it. I pray the Most High keep y'all, through the duration of the night, through this upcoming week. Some of us may be calling or feel an urge to fast. Let's do that. Read, get into the book, feed your spirit, man. The people, you can be tricked if you don't know what's in the book. Some people are getting swindled and convinced about different things because they haven't read. And everything that makes sense don't mean it's right, family. Understand context and comprehension. May everybody who bless me be blessed, and all who curse me be cursed. May everybody who bless you be blessed, and all who curse you be cursed. I pray favor. I pray favor over the life of the saints. Anybody dealing with any type of court issues, I pray you get favor with the judge. Any surgeries and operations, I pray the Most High send his angel in the room, put his hand under the physician's hand, that the operation goes smoothly, no complications follow. Or any of our sisters that's pregnant, may the child be blessed. May the birth be blessed. May it be no complication, no loss of life after that. And if it's done in sin, a lot of us been born in sin. A lot of us are products of fornication. A lot of us are products of adultery. A lot of us are. But I pray that the Most High get the glory out of each vessel, man. That's just real. Any other situation, man, people might be dealing with financially, household situation. I pray that the Most High grant favor, that the hindering spirit or that the demon, the devil that's trying to cut you off or cut you down, I pray that it be removed. Pray strongholds be destroyed. And that the Most High be glorified. I pray that the anointing be increased in us, on us, that his hand be increased, that he guide us, order our steps, in a time where so much confusion going on. Let me see what y'all have said up here. Thank the Most High. If it's anything that I said or did or you like or take a liking to or favorable about me, I get no glory. None at all. May the Most High be glorified. I'm fallible. Don't put me before the Most High. I'm trying to tell you. All praise to the Most High on the water. It's an honor to be able to share some oil since you put it like that. All up in nation. No. Yeah. Yes, indeed. All up. I like that. In nation. No. I'm with you. Anyana Coleman. All praise to the Most High. Indeed, the higher be glorified and praised and magnified every time. RV Gaming, thank the Most High. Blessing to you too, Jonathan Stevens. Okay, Yermayahu. The moon go through portals. So if you just observe the sky enough, you know, just go through your week and see that the moon don't always be in the same position. It don't even rise from the same point of the firmament or the sky every time. Sometimes it might be all the way over here. Sometimes it might be all the way over there. And when you seeing it move like that, it's going through a portal. It's going through different gates. Understanding the spiritual realm, it travels through different gates. Now, the Most High gave us enough vision to see the luminary itself, but we don't see these portals and these gates that they travel through. Even spirit, like, I don't know if you astute to it or aware of it, but like what CERN doing, they trying to open up these gateways and portals of the spiritual realm into the physical realm to let in more demons, saying that they trying to find the God particle, things like that. What does creation really exist from? Man, the book tell us all that. Man, we already know. We don't need to go digging and trying to find. But yeah, so the moon go through portals and gates that's in the firmament, in the heavens, as it travels. The sun do too. So it's when you're looking and observing it, you will see that it's not always in the same point. Like sometimes the sun will be directly in the middle of the sky. And that's the way it'll travel. Throughout the day when you see it rise, and noontime, it'll be the middle of the sky. But other times, like the moon will be off to the right somewhere. It's still, or the sun, it's still rising and it's gonna travel, but it's not in the center of the sky. It's traveling through those portals. Yes, indeed, yes, indeed. Fringe Fest. What about the Fringe Fest? Dawadai, I always missed it. Fringe Fest, July 7th, 2024, 2024 is gonna be in Georgia. Get your tickets, 3mg .com. I gotta get there. I'm gonna make a post here shortly, most out willing, with more of the details, definitely, so that y'all be able to have the information. Had a blast last year, man. Alternice Tamika, you got a question? Still keep the 7. Anti-atheist all day. Man, accurate. Thank you, Hebrews Queen. May the Most High pour out this same blessing and more on you. Everything you love and everything you put your hand to, may the Most High cause it to prosper. Noah Joshua, man, exactly. They search everything else for creation except the book. Yes, indeed. I thank the Most High. I'm glad that their question, that answered your question, bro. Yes, indeed. So I don't see nothing else, man. I pray y'all have a blessed night. Hey, if you came in late, go back to the top of this message, replay it, share it if you haven't, comment, subscribe, smash the like button. Then put this video in the algorithm, which you might be surfing on YouTube or the net period, and you get something that just pop up like it puts in an algorithm for people to be able to see and find it. And people need to hear the word, man. But my thing is, if nothing but one person get touched, man, the job is done. All praise to the Most High. So I see more than one, so I'm beyond ecstatic behind it. But again, peace and blessing to y'all. Any question, comments, or concern y'all might think of later on that you couldn't think of now, shoot it to this email. Pray for me as I pray for y'all. Children of the prophets. 144 at gmail.com. Children of the prophet. Let me see. Y'all drop it. Send your question, comment, or concern to that email. Baptism, this is a great season. Dawidaya. The water. Dawidaya. The water. Yeah. This is a great season to be baptized, though. So if you want to get baptized, shoot your information to Children of the Prophets, 144@gmail.com. 3MG. Let me make sure that's right. Let me see. I'm finna give it to you, Dawidaya. I'm finna give you the website for where you get the tickets at for the Fringe Fest. Let's see. Hold up. Let me see. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let's see. It's gonna be in Douglasville, Georgia. Let's see. Douglasville, Georgia. .3MG Music. Let's see. Let me make sure. I want to make complete sure. Be completely sure. I knew it. So here it is. It's .3MG Music. 3MG Music.com. 3MGmusic.com. That's where you can get those your tickets for the Fringe Dope Family Fest, the second annual jump. July 7th is going to be 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. .3MGmusic.com. Indeed. Smash the like button. Y'all heard what Sue said. I got a song with a Navier. I'm working on getting all that mastered and put together. It's gonna be on the Juice Almighty album. Me and him got a song already. Yep, but I don't see no other question, comments, or concern. My huge salute, peace and blessings, salutations. May y'all going out and coming in be blessed, and may the Most High keep warring angels protecting y'all places of habitation. Peace and blessings to the chosen. Shalom.